Up next, you might have seen him before. It's Matt Gibson. Give my hand.
Hello everyone, how you all doing tonight?
Yeah!
I'm Matt Gibson. I'm a first year geography major here, so in short I do the world's shittest degree. I'm from London, and when I tell people I'm from London, they kind of judge me. Apparently Londoners have a bad rep, apparently we're quite rude and obnoxious. And to be honest, I don't know what those stupid pricks are talking about. I'm single as well. Yeah, I've been single for a long time now. And I'll be out back after the show. Not like that. And maybe I've been single for so long because I'm Chinese and my idea of a chat-up line is back to mine for a spring roll. Euphemism intended, of course. No, I think it's because I'm quite boring. I really like board games. And the thing about board games is it's hard to find a girl that wants to sit on a Saturday night and play, Scrabble with you. So I've had to play games by myself, and I've started playing a Twister by myself. That was a lurch at the moment, because that just entails shuffling across the board. My personal favourite game is Bop It. And for those of you who don't know what Bop It is, you have the bop, the pull, the twist or the flick. But the problem is I play so much Bop It, it's starting to dominate my life, and namely my sex life, unfortunately. Because I'll be with a girl and I'll be pulling her, and I'll go, what comes next, Matt? You flick her, and then you bop her, and then you carry on pulling her, because I'm a romantic guy. But the problem with Bop It is I think they know that they're in my brain. They released a new one last year, and the new feature was Blow It. So, I think I've been single for so long because I'm really good at getting myself in awkward situations. Like I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a really fit girl, and I, made the eyes. That's maybe why I'm single. And as you're walking, and it's not enough of a trip so that people actually care for you, but it's enough that you look like a dickhead. So you're walking, you just kind of go, and then people are like, what a fucking moron. And you have to carry on as casually as possible. You're like, yeah, meant to do that. Hey, I'm Matt. Coming from London, being at university in Scotland, there's a lot of different accents. And like my two friends, Anna and Jess, they're from Glasgow, they've got thick Glaswegian accents. And in freshers, I was talking to them, and one of them said, "Kone no te da?" And I kind of went, "Sorry, what?" And then, "Kone no te da?" And I had to go, "Sorry, what?" And then, "Kone no te da?" Now, what's the limit of times you can ask someone to repeat something? Because my limit tends to be around 4 times. Because after that, it's just people are talking about other shit now. So I went, "Sorry, what?" And they said, people, they know that you can't understand what they're saying. So they slow down what they're saying. They say, "Kone no te da?" And it's at that point where I realised I don't know any of the words that you just said. So it's all right. But the only way to get out of the situation, because they've said it 4 times, so you just have to go, "Oh, yeah." What are you like? The worst thing is when they call you on that. So they're like, "So what do you think, Matt?" And then you just kind of go, "Yeah, I agree with you. Creative Glaswegians, what do you like?" That was a big culture shock, the accent. Also, it's a long commute, from London to Scotland. I got the megabus, and for those of you who've never got the megabus before, I guess there's a huge ins and ahs. It's basically the most depressing place in the world with loads of ethnic minorities all on a bus. But the thing about the megabus is that all social norms and cues just go out the window. So anything goes, it's a free-for-all. So I was sitting in my chair and a Bangladeshi man comes up to me. And before I do the accent, I like to apologise because all my accents turn either Indian or Irish. And so he sits next to me, gets out the pillow and just goes, "You don't mind, do you?" And puts his head down on my shoulder. I'm sitting there, I do mind. Because your friend sat next to you, you could just place your shoulder, rest your head on his shoulder. But because it's a megabus and all, cues go out the window, I was kind of thinking, what can I do here? What can I do to get this guy off my shoulder? So I go, "I've got it. Make him think I'm gay." That'll do it. So I reach over and I go, and it's at this point where I go, "Hang on, Matt, you've got your arm around a Bangladeshi man and you're on a bus and you don't know him." And I was just kind of going, what do I do now? So I take my hand back, and that movement there just kind of woke him up, and he just went like this. Woke up, saw what was happening, he just went, "I swing that way too," and just put his head back down. Kind of flattering, I guess. But no, the one good thing about getting a megabus is that you get to do that trip to Tesco's where you get loads of confectionery, like so much that it looks like you're doing Adele's groceries. And but the thing about food is, I think I eat so much of it, the world's telling me I'm getting a little bit fat now. Like Pringles are my favourite food, but I've had so much that my hand's too fat to get all the way down the tube now. And it's the same with ketchup. Ketchup's, you know, who other than Nando's is buying glass bottles of ketchup, really? The answer's my mum, apparently. And because I'm a slapper, not like that. And my brother, so, you know, like, the ketchup. And then my brother's a shaker, so my brother's a shaker. And then someone more wisdomous will always come along and, you know, my dad just gets the knife and scoops it out. And, you know, he's a clever man, my dad. But the one thing he can't work is technology. And I have the same thing. Technology is now telling me that I'm getting fat too. I bought the new iPhone, the 4S, because my old phone broke. And the thing about the 4S is that it knows I'm putting on weight. I was in my car and I had it on the little hands-free thing. I said, Siri, direct me to the nearest McDonald's. And I kid you not, word for word, the tone may be a little lost in translation. It just went, are you sure? My phone is too clever. Like, I remember, you know when you had your old phone, like, about 10 years ago, you know when the clocks changed, and you knew that everything had to go forwards, or everything had to go backwards. It's gone to the point where we're in that little twilight period where technology is clever, but it's not that clever. So you get your phone and you're like, oh, is that the right time? And you always feel the need to compare it to the oldest bit of technology in your house. So, well, my iPhone says it's 940, but the VCR says it's 840, so which one do I trust? I always go for the VCR for some reason. At least I do. That's why I was an hour late to this. But it's just, like, my old phone, it broke, and I turned it off and on again, and, you know, it didn't work, so just threw it out. And that's the problem with technology. I have three things. If you turn it off and on, press Control Alt Delete, or blowing it, and it's still broken, in my eyes, that's kaput. But the problem is TV. Like, I love TV. I watch so much, you know, crap. I'm not made in Chelsea, but, you know, big town fan. And but the thing is, you go to your mate's house and they say, oh, I'm just gonna run off, pop the TV on. So you go, yeah, you know, I can do that. So you look down at the table and you just go, how the fuck do you have so many remotes? And you end up having to match remote, you know, the brand of remote to the actual appliance, and you look like a knob because he comes down, you've turned everything on other than the actual TV. So, but the internet as well is a big gripe of mine. I'm on Twitter, and I hate Twitter. It's basically Facebook without everything else. And people hashtag now, which I don't understand at all. It's basically summarising everything you've just said, but with no spaces in between all the words. And so someone I follow, not literally, that would be strange, he tweeted, oh, in a club, girl just bought me a drink. Hashtag, this girl loves hitting on me. And at a glance, I read that as this girl loves shitting on me, and I was like, more, to be honest. But no, I'm a big Facebook fan, to be honest, and I feel whenever I tell people I'm a big Facebook fan, they're always like, oh no, I love Facebook more, and I'm like, no, I do, and they go, no, I Facebook stalk, and I go, bitch, please, Facebook stalking? I'm that guy that does all the quizzes and stuff, and that, you know, that fill up my newsfeed. And I did, you know, which celebrity do you look like? Apparently, I look like Jodie Foster. And, I mean, it's been 5 years since I've seen Silence of the Lambs, and 20 years since the film was made, and I don't think we've got a Benjamin Button case. I don't think he's aging into an 18-year-old Chinese guy. I might be wrong. Anyway, I've been Matthew Gibson. Hashtag thank you very much.